Hey everybody, welcome into my first PvP Adventures video. I might do this as a bit of series, but we'll see how it goes. The only reason I'm recording this is really I was a bit bored tonight, and I felt like giving you guys maybe a few tips how to just do a few battlegrounds, PvP overall tips, and maybe how to play a bit of warrior. So hopefully help you learn how to do a few different things perhaps, and also be a bit entertaining at the same time. So thank you again for listening, and hope we have fun tonight. So as you can see, we're first here in Eye of the Storm. Usually I head straight for Fellweaver, and then hopefully if I've got a healer or someone else with me, hop over to the Mage Tower over there. So that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. Usually you get a lot of people going for the flag down the middle. Really you don't want to do that until you have at least 2 bases, ideally 3, and even then you really prefer to hold to those 3 bases. So it's usually nice and start slow. So, a few things for warrior. Really, best thing to be is in defensive stance. That helps you just take a lot less damage from your various sources. So as you can see, we've got quite a few people going for the middle right now. So hopefully we can keep them a bit occupied while we assault one of their bases. So jump right away now. There we go. We've got a few of us coming, so that's always good news. As some of you will probably know, it's best to jump straight on the healer if there are. If not, go for someone who you can kill. I should be able to kill. Well, the person I was going to kill ran away, so that's always good. So there we go, there's the healer there, so I'm going to focus him. I'm going to fear people. That just helps stop other people healing them. You can do more damage. Which is always, again, very helpful. As you can see, that was a shaman. He died pretty quick, so I couldn't really explain much. But if they cast like healing rain, you've got to interrupt that, because that is very, very powerful, because they don't have to actively channel it. So really, when you're fighting, just stick by the base. Everything's fine. Just wait. Got to play the waiting game, really. That's the most important thing. It's also really, really important to keep an eye on everything else that's happening in the fight. So you can see on the other side over there that they're going for the Blood Elf Tower. So we're going to lose a base. But what I'm going to do, probably a bit brash, not a great idea, but I'm going to attack Drano Ruins. I'm going to let my group know. Oops. And hopefully we get someone else to attack it and we get a 3rd base, and it's vitally important in Eye of the Storm. There we go, we've got a rogue. Rogues are a bit of a pain. They've got 2 stuns, and if you've got your PvP gear, only use your trinket on their 2nd stun because of the diminishing returns, and they're usually in their rotation. The 2nd stun's the more powerful one. Got another rogue here giving me a hand. So got go in here. As well, Eye of the Storm, you've got your pickups in a lot of different battlegrounds as well. If you see one of your enemies going towards them, just try and slow them down and grab them yourself. Again, obviously they give a very, very big advantage in a fight. There we go, there's a rogue coming, so I'm going to grab it now. So there we go, so there's the first stun. I'll let him do a bit of damage. Here's the second one, proc, and go. Disarm him. Do a bit more damage. So slowing your enemy as well, especially if they're a melee, helps you get behind them so they can't attack. It's always important to break combat with them and you hit them as much as you can without them hitting you back. Again, as you can see, didn't chase after him. It's important to stay with the base and just try and capture it. In other games like Warsong Gulch, definitely just chase him down, especially if he's going for your flag. But in a bases domination type match, just stick with it. Everything will be fine. See, we've got our flag being captured. Usually I don't like people going for it, but we seem to be having a quite good game. We've got our 3 bases. By the looks of it, we've got a group going for the 4th. And the Alliance are really just stuck in the middle. As you probably know, being in the middle is not great because it doesn't achieve anything apart from wasting time. So there we go, we've got a Warlock. So if you use fear, I'm just going to spell reflect it. There we go. And then again, slow them down, especially casters, because they're a right pain in the arse when they get away from you. So luckily this is not a Destro Warlock. Destro Warlocks are a pain because they can double fear you and go straight into a double Chaos Bolt. And that can do a massive big damage, and that is not good. So again, just keep them slowed. You need to keep an eye on your slow. Obviously I've got Hamstring up there. There we go, he's going for the damage. Unfortunately we're going to have to kill him as quick as we can, so I'm going to use a offensive cooldown. Use my defensive to stay out of fear and just finish him off. Now there's another one. Ah! Must have been soul stoned. Remember, Warlocks can res themselves. Don't make the same mistake I did. So okay, next fear, hopefully, he'll pop another one, and I'll just spell reflect it right back at him. Oh, no need. I'll bleed him to death. So, while I was having that fight, we've got the Alliance going to Fel Reaver. So but, by the looks of it, we're still going to have 3 bases. So, overall, that's good. That's the rest of my team, goody good. And again, waiting. Very important. It's very important, especially if you're the last person at the base. Just try and stay there. Otherwise you can have someone just come in and ninja cap it. And that's obviously not good at all. And also, if you've got your flag carrier as is coming in now, you can just help him if he gets hurt, like he is now. Come in, fear him, so our flag carrier can just run. Can run. Rogues. Running away like a little coward. So there he is, off he goes. Hopefully that priest will get him. Good. There we go, we've got 4 bases. I'm going to say this has been a very good team. I wouldn't say expect this every time. But definitely if you can, stay with your base. But if you've got someone else here and they're saying, you know, go off and go have a fight. If they're a healer, definitely go, because they can sustain themselves for a long time while they're calling for help. But if it's another DPS, I'd generally say stay with them unless they've got really good gear. Again, this is looking really good. I kind of want to go help my friends over there. So I've got no one here. Looks pretty quiet. So I'm just going to leave it. It shouldn't really do this, but, you know, everyone seems distracted. I don't think they're going to notice. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on this other guy up there. If he starts running towards Drain Ruins, I'm going to head straight back. I'm going to run straight into this group here, play to my advantage, which is massive AoE damage. Warriors are very good at the moment. So my health's going low. I'm going to use my defensive cooldowns. Not looking good, so I'm going to jump out and just run the hell away because it's pretty. So I'm going to let them have that. Spell reflect to make sure slow down. Again. There we go. Back to safety. Definitely say defensive stance saved me there. If I was in berserker stance, I'd taken 25% more damage, and that's just a lot of damage, especially in PvP. So I'd definitely say play it safe and always go defensive, unless you've got a healer on your back, but that's obviously if you're playing a bit more organised. So, we're a bit quiet at the moment. The looks of it, they're all just mindlessly going to Mage Towers. This is a bit of a boring game to give you a commentary on, actually, so that's a bit of a shame. But, by the looks of it, everything's sorted. Hopefully you learned a bit about fighting a Warlock or a Rogue. If not, then hopefully I'll record a few more videos and add them to this one in the end. So hopefully as well in Wars of Draenor, Blizzard have been saying a lot about PvP. I've been rather PvP focused in some points. So some of the changes look really good. So I'd definitely say keep an eye out for those if you are interested in PvP. And that is it for this video. There we go. We have won the game in probably record time. I don't think I've won quite that quick before. So thank you for watching this one. Hopefully I'll pop another one on the end of the minute. Hello again guys, and this time we're in Deepwing Gorge. I've not played this one as much, so I haven't got as much sort of strategy talks with it, but hopefully I can still give you a bit of an insight on one-on-ones and to generally give you a few TP. I usually go straight for middle unless I'm in a group with someone, in which case I usually either go for north or sometimes straight for the cart. Again, this is a bit of an interesting one because it's got a mix of CTF and the domination type thing. So I find that it's more important to stick with 2 bases and defend your own cart than it is to do anything else. As you can see, I've got a lot of alliance coming from middle, so I'm actually going to sway from my original plan and go north. So I'd much prefer to do something constructive than just zerg in there and die. So hopefully none of them will follow me. And there'll be less of a resistance. Okay, so there's a few of them there. So they've already grabbed it, so we've got a priest who's probably going to fear me. Although he is using Holywood Sanctuary, so he's probably a healer, which is not good, so I should probably jump on him as quick as I can, really. Oh, there we go, so I'm getting a bit surrounded, so I'm going to go to the healer. Start opening on him. Okay, so I'm going to go into a Blade Storm, knock out as many people as I can with some dots, and that slows them down as well. So he might be running for the healer, but I'm going to grab that instead. Hopefully get myself a bit of heals. Okay, it's a long fear. Oh, so a bit of wasted trinket there. I got broke out of my fear a bit early. I wasn't expecting that, so whoops. Anyway, so this is looking like a bit of a clusterfuck, to be honest. So this has not really gone so well. We've been a bit outnumbered, and they've got a heal on me. Don't. Shame, but oh well. We're gonna do our best and take them down. There we go. As well, if you ever see a warrior running around like that guy just was then, run away from him because he's going to do a whole ton of damage to you. So look out for the big glowing red arms because that's not going to be a friendly thing coming towards your face. There we go, so we've got the healer down quite low. His mana's running quite low again. They're healing things up, so I'm going to run and grab that hopefully before anyone else. Hopefully it'll keep me alive just that little bit longer as well. Yeah. Just hanging in on there, so that's always good. Fear, just break that. Ah, that's a shame. But if you fear, break it as quick as you can because 8 seconds is far too long to be CC'd. So obviously just break that. Obviously if you die, just take a look at your map, see what's going on. If the Alliance have your cart, go for it straight away, because if you kill them and return it, you get 100 gold subtracted from their score. Obviously that is a very, very helpful thing. By the looks of it, they've got no one there, or they're attacking their cart. There we go, so I'm just going to sneak. Okay, hopefully they won't notice. Otherwise, apart from this guy's actually dragging it towards us, that's not a good idea to be honest. There we go. So it would have been better if he ran the other way around to distract them from me ninja capping. But of course we're not a very coordinated team, it's just a bit of random BGs. He wasn't to know really, so I think that mage is going to grab it, so I'm going to let him have it. So I'm going to, there we go, it's going to be, cool. So I'm going to let him have it. He's probably going to run off on his own adventure, so that's a shame. But I'm going to stay here and defend this. Obviously it's a lot easier for the Alliance to come back and just recapture this with no one here. Come back in a minute. So hopefully we'll have a fight. If not, this is going to be pretty boring. Just run around. So you grab a flask as well. Good. Does a lot of extra damage. It gives you 4,000 strength, so it's a big advantage to have over people that aren't using flasks. Not really. Oh, there we go. So by the looks of it, we've got a Death Knight. I think it's the same Death Knight as over here. So he's in blood, so he's going to be a bit of a tank, to be honest. Hopefully, I won't have too much of a pain taking him down. He won't do too much crossed. I'm going to let him think that he's got this, and surprise! There we go. So I'm going to slow him down straight away. Go for a nice, simple... Oh, there we go. So I've got my teammate going on Blade Storm already. I don't think there's any point using any of my cooldowns. There we go, he's going for the health, so I'm going to charge in. Hopefully I got it. Oh, I didn't, but he's dead anyway. It's always important to look out if they are running to get those buffs, because they can really change the outcome of a fight, especially on a one-on-one. Fortunately I had my teammates there to help me out, so that was rather fortunate. By the looks of it, he wants to stay here. Might just run off into the middle, but sure. Looks like a bit of a fight coming on in the just below the middle, which isn't good. It really wants to be around the fight in case you get a pause in the combat so you can capture the flag. But it doesn't look that way, so I'm going to do that. And hopefully, because they're all fighting just south of it, I can ninja cap. Well, I think that priest might have had the same idea as me, actually. Look at him there. Oh, I guess we've got a paladin guarding it. Have a look. Oh, there we go. So he's obviously casting flash of light, so he's probably a healer. That's probably who I want to jump on if he doesn't notice me. I think he has. There we go. So I've got this warrior notice me. So I'm gonna open up on him completely. Hopefully burst him down as much as I can. Oh, disarm. So I'm gonna wait a second. Otherwise, this is gonna be wasted completely. There we go. Let's go. Stop. Oh, it's died by the sword, so I'm gonna switch targets. Otherwise, their attacks are all gonna get parried. So again, I'm going to go on a hunter, charge him down, Stormbolt, CC break from that. The 4 seconds, especially if you combine it with a shockwave, the Stormbolt you want to break from because it's a little bit longer with diminishing returns, I do believe. But I don't think that was a very good idea. Really, I should have stayed with my own base, but oh well. Take a look at the map again, see what's going on. So, well, we've obviously swarmed the north. So I'm going to go south and help my friends down there. So by the looks of it, they're having a bit of a fight. The warrior's moving around a lot. And you can tell as well up there, I suppose, that he is losing health. So I will go and do my best to help defend the south. By the looks of it, no one's really going for the carts, which is good. I find that it's a bit risky. Because obviously if you lose the cart, you do lose your 100 gold. Which is not really something you want to risk lightly. So if you're making a sort of a pre-made group, there you go, mate. If you're making a pre-made group, I'd say it's probably worth it. Mages, man. They like to stun. Obviously, if you've got your spell reflex up, go for it. Just reflect as much as you can. Especially if ones that slow you down, or anything that's movement impending. Deep. I know the mages stuns, a few of them are instant cast, so it's not very helpful. Obviously just do your best to return any like a frostbolt or frost firebolt I think they have, those kind of things, just try and knock them back at them. So then obviously you don't have to waste 10 rage on hamstring for example, slow them down and they do all the work for you. So there you go, death knight incoming. Shame I've not got my trinket because that would have been a good time. Oh well, so I'm going to first off try and disarm him so he won't be very helpful. Nice and slow. Nice. Look at us, we've got a monk there, wasn't paying much attention, so he got feared. Bam, just gonna use blade. Yeah, does a lot of damage, it's very good. So my health's getting a bit low, so that's concerning, so I'm gonna use. I'm also going to chase this healer down because I don't want him to run away and come back with full health in a minute. Okay, use my interrupt. There we go, so he's dead. That's also thanks to my other warrior friend there, so that's good. And then of course we've lowered this guy down. He's got nothing to do apart from self-heal, which really decreases his DPS. Always try and remember as well, if you're in a fight like this away from the flag, keep an eye on it in case you need to break off and take it. Like then, like if that fight lasted a little bit longer, that elf might have just got the flag and we'd be down a base, which would not be good. Oh, there we go, got a warrior, okay. So, okay, this might be a bit painful because it looks like there's a hunter up there as well that didn't run away. Shockwave can't trinket again. It's a shame. Good. So what? I'm gonna run up here, try and stop this guy. Hey, use my shout to get myself some extra health. Blade storm, and hopefully that'll make him run away a bit. Bit of a waste. That wasn't very good timing, to be honest. Okay, so we're looking a bit outnumbered. So I'm just gonna call for help. Bit late for me, but hopefully not for the base. Do have macros. Obviously I don't have enough room really. I've not got enough buttons to press, but if you've got room for macros where you can change them for each battleground, to, you know, call for help at south or the central or the north, that's a great thing to do because it really encourages team play. And as well, look, there we go, so we've got someone else calling for help at north. South's obviously lost, so I'm not going to waste time going there. So I'm going to go to north and hopefully stop them capturing it just in time. Hopefully that'll keep us in the lead. We've snuck it back, so the alliance started with a 200 points ahead of us. I might, by the looks of it, our paladin friend over there has taken. Ah, there we go. So it's that blood death knight. So I'm gonna pop him and just do yes, because he's only a tank. Oh, there we go. So there's a healer, hunter. So I'm gonna blade storm him. Hopefully hit both of them, which I am. Does a lot of nice damage for me. And I'm gonna fear them. Haha. So I'll leave that hunter alone. Okay. Fear very well. Okay. So tried to feign death. You can always tell with feign death because you usually get your HK pop up in the center. If you don't get that, he's obviously not dead, so you just charge straight at him, heroic leap, anything. No, he's getting a bit too far away really, so I'm going to head on back to the base because there's not much point chasing him across the lands. Heroic leap's a bit broken. So I'm going to charge at him, slow him down again. Do exactly the same thing, get rid of his armor, because he's got a lot of it and it's going to stop a lot of the damage. Average buttons, just kill him, finish him. So again, I think my flask is definitely helping me a lot, does a lot of damage. So if we go back to center, I'm going to help out the guys in the middle, because I think they're probably going to be a bit under attack on them. So many people at south. See in a second if I'm right. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a lot of people, by the looks of it, might be a... yeah, so I'm a smidge too late, hopefully. Might even just be... if I'm very lucky. So there we go, the Alliance weren't very attentive there, so I managed to steal it back for the Horde, just in the nick of time. Got that Hunter again. I don't like that Hunter very much, he's a bit annoying to be honest, so I'm just going to hop on him. There doesn't seem to be any healers about, so I'm just going to open up. Leapt away from bloody Hunter. Hamstring it. Make it stop running away. I really shouldn't have used Berserker Rage there because that's a really good Rage Breaker. But, ooh, some problems. Screen's frozen. That's not good news at all. I'll probably be dead. Not good at all. Well. Oh dear. Things have very much broken. Oh no. Well, unfortunately that cuts my video short. By the looks of it, we might have won. But who knows, maybe the Alliance dragged it back, capturing those few bases really quickly. I probably would have died in that last fight there. I was getting a bit outnumbered. I might have tried to worm my way back through the field and hopefully to a healer, but I got a bit excited and tried to just probably kill him, and he wasn't the best target to go after. Oh, there we go. So, unfortunately, I definitely died with that screen freeze. So, as you can probably tell, the capture software died. So I'm not being able to record these last few moments of the battleground. I can tell you we have just about won just now. So that's the end of my first video. Thank you for sticking with me for these past 20-25 minutes. It's been great trying to talk a few things over with you. I might do a few more of these. I did quite enjoy it, so you know, never know. If you've got any ideas, drop me a message. Maybe we can work a few things out with videos you guys want to see. If not, I hope you guys listen to the podcast on Friday. Hopefully Friday. And I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good evening. Bye bye.